Wenn man eine hübsche Dame an seiner Seite hat und den Entwickler von Saints Row the Third, dann fällt die Wahl nicht schwer, wen man interviewen will. Natürlich den Entwickler, ganz klare Sache. So you're currently here at Tokyo Game Show. What are you showcasing for Saints Row the Third here?
Well, we've got part of a mission that takes place against the gang called the Deckers. They're kind of the cybercrime. They do like ecstasy, that sort of drug stuff, as well as hacking and money laundering and that sort of stuff. And so the Saints, in order to fight them, they actually get a machine, they get the technology, they have their person that works on the technology, hooks up the player and jacks them into the internet. So it's basically kind of a Matrix plus Tron plus kind of throwbacks to some 1980s video games, and it's a really just crazy over-the-top mission that personifies the sort of variety of just huge stuff you're going to see in Saints Row the Third.
So, you know, every time when I hear about Saints Row the Third or when I go to A3, I always see the posters with the different characters. How important are they in the game? And tell us maybe, you know, one or two crazy characters that you particularly like.
Yeah, actually the characters are very important. We built from the beginning, we wanted all of your city takeover contacts. These are the guys you meet early on in the game that are going to teach you how to fight the Syndicate. We wanted them to be with you at all the time. And so Pierce, who is your main lieutenant, he's a character from Saints Row 2. He's kind of you're always busting his balls, basically. You're always kind of belittling him a little bit, but in a good-natured way. You're friends with him, and so he's around you at all the times. He's with you in many of the missions throughout the game. I think some of my favorite characters would be Zemos. He's kind of our 1970s, you know, stereotypical pimp. He's you know, big platform shoes, plaid suit, top hat, very pimp-like. But he also has he's got a tracheotomy, so he speaks with an auto-tuned cane. And so, you know, he's just a really fun, unique character that you're not going to see in any other game.
So I heard about something that sounds very exciting to me. Professor Genki? What's that all about? What's Professor Genki?
So Professor Genki is kind of a giant man-cat. And his whole thing is that he has these contests throughout. He's a game show host. He runs all these game shows throughout the city and of different types. And so the one you compete in Saints Row the Third is called Professor Genki's Super Ethical Reality Climax. And it's kind of like if you think of Smash TV or The Running Man, it's basically a contest where you run around trying to kill mascots who are trying to stop you from proceeding through the contest. And you know, you're shooting targets to get extra time and get to the end of the maze and picking up presents that should give you new weapons, and all of this has got a very Japanese style to it, very like big characters on the screen and lots of crazy voiceover, and there's announcers talking all the time, and it's just very over the top. And that the whole goal with that was to make something that, you know, people would immediately identify as what the hell is that? But they would think about it, and you know, it kind of fits into the whole over-the-top crazy universe that we have in Saints Row the Third.
So tell me, how dynamic is the world of Saints Row the Third, especially compared to Part 2s of Saints Row and compared to other open-world games, let's say GTA?
Well, our world is very living. It's a living world that, you know, there's always things going on. There's people around the city doing different things. We wanted to personify this city of sin, the city of vice. And so we've got, you know, giant skyscrapers that are larger than anything in the real world. And then there's protesters. Because the Saints are celebrities, there's people that protest the Saints, that you'll see them outside of your headquarters. There's people that'll interact with you when you walk up to them. You can taunt people, you can get them to attack you, or they'll, you know, give you the thumbs up when you're doing cool stuff. They'll talk to you in the city and, you know, say, oh, you look weird when you're wearing a weird outfit.
So there's all kinds of stuff going on. People react to you. We've got dynamic weather, I take it.
Yes.
Day and night cycle.
That's right.
It's all in there, all the good stuff. All right, so tell me a bit more about the mission structure, especially, you know, there's the main quest, I take it, but there are crazy missions in there as well, because that's what Saints Row is known for. What's like the craziest mission that you can think of?
The craziest mission I can think of, I can't actually talk about yet because it's near the end of the game and I don't want to spoil that sort of stuff. We want to have a lot of fresh stuff that's in the game when people get to it.
So from what I've heard, there's also a lot of customization options in Saints Row. Can you give me some examples? How can I customize my avatar, my player?
Well, you can wear male or female clothes. That's kind of a big one. You can do whatever you want to do. There's a lot of costumes. We have kind of three major stores. There's Planet Saints, which is kind of, the Saints are celebrities, and so they're selling this very pimp, classic style suits and that sort of thing, very classy things. There's Leather and Lace, which is, your kind of gimp suits and your little naughtier bits. There's Let's Pretend, which is the costume shop, which is, you can wear a giant furry outfit with a giant rabbit head or a wolf's head, or wear a space costume. There's just an enormous variety of stuff, and people react to it.
As you said, there's different stores. Can I also enter other buildings, or is it mostly like most other open world games where it's just everything happening on the streets?
There are a limited number of interiors. Stores are the major ones that you're going to enter, but there's also mission interiors. There's other cribs that you can go to, places that you can store your cars. You can pull them out at any time. You can store your weapons. You can upgrade strongholds, which are giant buildings in the city, which will become skyscrapers when you upgrade them. So there are a number of other interiors to enter.
Talking about experience, what about multiplayer experience?
Co-op is our main multiplayer mode. We actually removed our competitive multiplayer from Saints Row the Third so that we could focus all of our time, effort on the single player and on the co-op. We wanted to focus on something that we've done well in the past and do it even better.
Okay, is it the co-op mode? Can I play the normal regular storyline, or is it co-op special co-op missions?
No, it's the whole campaign. You can jump in, jump out at any time. You can play every mission. All of your progress is stored, so anything you do in co-op is saved back when you load up your game by yourself. So you can make progress in missions with someone else, and then when you get to that point in your game, you can skip those missions. So we give you a huge variety of stuff to do.
How many people can play co-op?
It's two-player co-op.
Two-player co-op. So the game is coming out at what I think a bit of an unfortunate time, because there's a lot of other big titles coming out as well. Are you guys worried about that?
No, we think we have something that, no other game is like us in that period. And even in this year, last year, there's nothing else that has that same sort of over-the-top feel to it. A lot of the games you're going to see coming up are basically the same as they were last year or in their last iteration. And we have this sort of crazy over-the-top fun that you're not going to get. A lot of games are very serious. We are not serious, very intentionally not serious.
Very good. I'm very much looking forward to that, especially because there's a lot of customization options in there as well. Players can create the players as they just want them to be and everything. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Ich bin sehr, sehr gespannt auf Saints Row the Third. Ich habe da megamäßig Bock drauf, denn es ist wirklich diese absolute Over-the-Top-Action. Es ist sozusagen, man kann es nicht mit GTA vergleichen, weil GTA ist ja immer so ernst und so. Und das ist halt genau der Spielplatz für die Leute, die eben GTA immer zu ernst fanden. Und deswegen freue ich mich auch wahnsinnig drauf, was man hier auch sehen kann und auch spielen kann. Das macht schon einen guten Eindruck. Sie haben ganz schön an der Grafik geschraubt. Das sieht alles viel, viel besser aus. Also wie gesagt, Saints Row the Third im Auge behalten. Das wird super. Und jetzt gehe ich hier mit diesem Engel mal ordentlich unsaintly sein. Ne? Ja.